I woke up after emergency surgery, and my boyfriend left my hospital room for the dumbest reason I've ever heard. I was curled up on the bathroom floor, clutching my stomach, barely able to dial 911. By the time the ambulance got there, my appendix had already ruptured. They rushed me into emergency surgery. When I finally woke up, groggy, terrified, and covered in IV lines, I looked around for the one person who was supposed to be my rock. Dean, my boyfriend of 3 years. He didn't show up until 4 hours later, and when he walked in, he wasn't carrying flowers or looking worried. He was carrying an iced coffee, looking incredibly annoyed. Babe, do you know how long it took to find parking? He sighed, collapsing into the visitor's chair. I could barely speak. I had surgery, Dean. I was so scared. Well, you're fine now, he said, waving his free hand at the monitors. The doctors fixed it, right? Before I could even process his indifference, his phone buzzed. His face completely shifted. For the first time all day, he actually looked panicked. Oh man, really? He said into the phone. Okay, hang tight, I'm on my way. He stood up, grabbing his jacket. Where are you going? I whispered. It's Jason, he said, already halfway to the door. His fiancée just called off the wedding. He's completely spiraling, and he needs a wingman tonight. Dean, I pleaded, tears finally spilling over my cheeks. I literally just got out of surgery. He looked at me, completely deadpan. You are literally surrounded by medical professionals. If you need something, push the little red button. Jason has no one right now. He didn't even wait for a response. He just left. I lay there for 2 days, recovering in total silence. On the third morning, a sweet older nurse came in to check my vitals. She looked at the empty chair next to my bed, then looked back at me. Honey, she said softly, is there anyone else we should list as your emergency contact? Someone who actually shows up? That was the moment. I called my brother to come pick me up and help me pack. When Dean finally sauntered into our apartment 24 hours later, looking hungover and clutching a greasy takeout bag, I was zipping up my last suitcase. My abdomen was literally throbbing, but the sheer anger kept me standing. Whoa, he scoffed, dropping his food on the counter. A little dramatic, don't you think? You're punishing me for saving Jason's life? Saving his life? I screamed, the pain shooting through my fresh stitches. His fiancée dumped him. My appendix ruptured, Dean. I was cut open, bleeding and terrified. And you left me in a hospital bed for a pity party and a 12-pack. You had doctors, he yelled back, throwing his hands up in the air. What was I supposed to do? Sit there and hold your hand while you slept? Yes, I screamed, so loud my voice cracked. Yes, Dean, that is exactly what you were supposed to do. He stepped back, suddenly looking small. Babe, come on, don't, I snapped, pointing a trembling finger at his chest. You didn't make a mistake. You showed me exactly where I rank in your life. Dead last. I grabbed my bag, looking him dead in the eyes as I walked past him. Jason can have you. You guys deserve each other.